What's up guys, Phoenix here. This video is going to be another DevPro Duel video in Ranked, and this time I'm taking a break from the Metal Foes Yang Zing deck. Just decided to do a little bit of ranked grinding with the Blue Eyes deck. Now, I was playing a little bit of a while ago, like a couple hours ago, and I was playing in Ranked with this deck, and I was grinding my way through tons and tons of mirror matches. So hopefully I get to dodge one of those for this video, because I've already done a Blue Eyes mirror very recently, and I wouldn't want to do another one again. But anyway, I've changed the deck up for the addition of cards that we have access to in the Dark Illusion. Most notably, Pot of Desires. This card is actually just really good in my opinion in this deck because like you have so many 3-ofs that it doesn't really matter what you actually banish in those 10 cards. The only card that that you would banish as a 1-of that you really care about is Soul Charge and the White Stone of Legend. But even then, like, the reason White Stone of Legend is in the deck is to get a +1, and this just gives you a +1 anyway, in the form of a different card that's not Blue Eyes. So there is that. This deck is incredibly, like, boring on paper. It's incredibly standard. Just tons of draw power. I mean, literally a quarter of my deck is just draw power, with triple trade and triple cards constants, triple desires, and the upstart. I've taken the Dark Matter package out of my deck. I've taken Dark Matter out specifically. I've left Tachyon and Full Armor Photon Dragon in because this card's actually just great. I was finding most of the time I was overlaying with it into Dark Matter and that's just incorrect, and also just having Goliath in the deck just doesn't really attribute to much success. It's probably a side deckable option, if anything, to side deck the Dark Matter and side deck the Goliath package for like matchups like BA and stuff like that. That seems very worth, but basically it's been swapped out for the 7 Sins package in the form of Giant Grinder, Pain Gainer, and 7 Sins, because these cards are such a huge tempo swing in the form of Giant Grinder, popping potentially 2 cards, and then using Pain Gainer to potentially wipe whatever you couldn't pop a Giant Grinder, because it's automatically going to come out at 2200 defense and it can just nuke everything, and then going up from there into 7 Sins and being just a huge body that your opponent has to address without destruction effects. Things like that just seem really key, but ultimately, that's enough blabbering about this deck list. It's very standard, it's very like boring, but I've been testing out Desires and it's been working beautifully so far. So other than that, a little bit of information, let's just jump into the game. Alright, no Goliath, no problems. Can't dig myself out of this one, can I? Cool Queevil. Woo. Alright, okay, so this hand has the potential to be pretty damn good. We'll discard this. That's Pot of Cupidity, so this could actually be pretty valuable. So, okay, already valuable. I drew another Pot of Cupidity, or Desires, excuse me. Alright, so one of these is engraved, so I don't care. One's in my hand, so I don't care. One's in my hand, so I don't care. One. I banished 2 Sages and 2 Melody of Awakening Dragons. The only card that I banished that I no longer have access to is Upstart Goblins. I still have a Sage, I still have a Melody of Awakening Dragon, I still have 2 Return of the Dragon Lords. Okay, that's fine. This is fine. This is okay. So we'll do that. We'll draw these cards. Shit. More of them. Alright. Well, now I have Soul Charge. So I can Soul Charge for these pretty handily, pretty easily. So I can activate Soul Charge here. Shit. I should have, well no, this is the same outcome. Never mind. I was losing my mind for a second. I was like, I should have Silver's Cried this, tributed it, summoned to Blue Eyes, and then Soul Charged, but no, it's literally the exact same outcome. Alright, so we're going to use these into this. I'm going to set the Silver's Cry just because it's a chainable card. I don't think I have any more targets left in the deck for the White Stone, unfortunately, because I think a Blue Eyes is here and a White Spirit is here. Yeah. So that's unfortunate, but it's fine. I really don't want to play this next turn. I really hate drawing it off of that, so I might cut it down to 2, but I do love seeing it because, I mean, starting inherently with this many cards is great. The only thing that got me was it wasn't even banishing this off of the Desires. It was drawing this off the Consonants. Cards of Consonants literally drew me 2 cards that I already had in my hands. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, so this is fine, because Blue Eye Spirit Dragon says neither player can special summon 2 or more monsters at the same time. So he can only Pendulum for 1. So, that's good. And also I can Silver's Cry and get rid of certain key cartos. But as it stands, as soon as he plays a scale that's not a magician, if he plays a card that's not a magician, I am going to Silver's Cry the shit out of that Skyers. I can't target these cards, unfortunately, because of the fact that Skyers is there. But I can Silver's Cry here, and Silver's Cry, what is this, optional? Oh my god, this misses timing? This card is so shit! I didn't know this card missed timing. I just took it for granted that this card says when it's summoned, you do this. Damn. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh well, at least Spirit Dragon is still fine. I have never actually paid attention to the wording on this card. So, there is that. Wisdom Eye. Damn, he had Wisdom Eye and the Skyers. Alright. Well, at least Vortex cannot bounce my Spirit Dragon, so there's that. That's good. I'm gonna be forced to basically leave it. Well, actually, no. I can. When he activates Odd Eyes Fusion, I can tribute Dragon Spirit of White to summon a Blue Eyes from my hand in defense mode, because then he can't ban it. Then he can't bounce either of them. And then next turn, I can just turn my Blue Eyes to attack mode and attack over it. It's pretty simple. But so he has Dragon Pit Magician, which is fine. That doesn't do anything here. He has Skyers. He had the Wisdom Eye Skyers play with Oath Dragon, and he didn't do the play that makes him plus. Really? Cosmos? Cosmos? What the fuck? That's a Cosmo Dark Lady. I mean, I can understand you're using it for its negation purposes, but holy shit. Oh, making me feel all nice and warm and cuddly inside, why don't you? Okay, so as it stands here, yeah, he's adding Kieran. He's normal summoned already. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to activate this and see if he negates it. And then if he does negate it, I'm going to use Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. So we'll just do that at like the end of the turn. But so this gets to add his Wisdom Eye back to his hand. Damn, man, he had like the amazing, like, he could have forced me to get rid of the Spirit Dragon. It wouldn't have been ideal, but he could have definitely forced me to. No, it would have been ideal, because he would have been pitching Odd Eyes Phoenix, and then he could have Oath Dragoned it back. Huh. This entire playline was suspect. Like, he could have played Wisdom, played Oath, Wisdomed into Dragon Pulse if he plays it, but then again, he might not play it. But then again, he's playing Dark Lady, so he very well might play it as a good low scale. Discard the Light Phoenix to target my Spirit Dragon. I have to chain it to tag out, and then he can play Skyris. He can use Oath Dragon to add back the Wisdom Eye, then he can pop Oath Dragon, and then he can play Wisdom Eye and do Dragon Pit. And then he gets to Pendulum Summon the Bumbuku, or he gets a normal summon Bumbuku, Pendulum, Dark Lady. Yeah, he just had a much better play that he just didn't see. But then again, he could not be playing Dragon Pulse. But I feel like that card is kind of necessary, but not really necessary. But it's a really good card to play, just so you don't have to waste your Wisdom Eye on your like rank 4s. So that's fine. I'm gonna activate this and see if he negates it. Like, it's a juicy negation. Alright, so he's just not negating it. He's not having it. Sure. Sure. Let's see. Do I have a Gospel Revival in here? I don't. So I'm definitely not using that. That is pretty damn good, but he has to look at my deck. Damn it! Fuck. Shit. Alright. Well, no honor, no glory. So we'll do this, we'll draw 2 cards. Those were 2 really good cards. I cannot pretend that those were not 2 really good cards. I can actually do this Pot of Desires nonsense again. I could actually Gospel Revival for this. You know what? Do we wanna? Why am I trying to look at my deck? Well, I have this engrave as well, so yeah, we're gonna trade in here. We're gonna trade in, draw 2 cards. That's a Veiler. Alright. And now we're going to activate this. And we're going to add the Blue Eyes back to my hand. Now there's a method to my madness here. We're going to add the Blue Eyes back to my hand because at the worst case scenario it baits the Dark Lady negation. Best case scenario it doesn't. And I get to activate this Gospel or Revival. And I get to summon this White Spirit Dragon. Because what's going to happen here is I'm going to activate this white spirit dragon. Dragon spirit of white, if you will. So this is going to negate it. I'm not going to chain its effect. I am going to prevent its destruction, though, off of that. So there's that. So I get to move this to Attack'ems mode, and I could actually just activate this trade-in again. So that's that. Oh my god, let's go! Yeah! Alright. Okay, so what we do is that we have this now, and so what we do is that we can actually just make Heliopolis and blow some shit up. We can go Alu Akbar. We can Giant Grinder into 7 Sins, which is also an option. I can't remember what Pain Gainer does. Pain Gainer is 24 minimum, so it would do the same thing, but 7 Sins is just a stronger card. Yeah. All right. So we'll just go that route. Because I think it destroys it and banishes them as well. So there's that. So yeah, we'll just we'll overlay with these two into Giant Grinder, go up into Pain Gainer. Giant Grinder can just steal games by himself. That's actually just great. But Pain Gainer. And so this card gains 22, and so it while this card exceeds materials, each time your opponent activates a spell trap card, it inflicts damage. And then this thing is destroy all face-up monsters with a defense equal to or less than this card's. So it just destroys the Dark Lady. So we'll activate this, and we will get rid of this, and it destroys the Dark Lady. And then I get to just go straight up into 7 Sins, and that's a 4K My Stroke. Damn. He has Kieran, so like that would be a problem, but like Kieran's only a problem if he gets another turn. So we'll do that. I really love this card. I think this card's infinitely better than like Dark Matter. As you can see, like I still play the pieces for Dark Matter, but it goes only up to full armor because full armor is just amazing. And I was finding that a lot of the times when I was making Dark Matter was just incorrect. But 7 Sins though, Giant Grinder into Pain Gainer into 7 Sins is just a huge tempo swing, because one Giant Grinder, especially if it's popping Xyz monsters, you can just pop cards. You can pop anything that Pain Gainer wouldn't be able to destroy, and then you're just going to be able to Pain Gainer. And like you'll be able to get rid of the rest of them, and then 7 Sins is just a huge body that has to be dealt with. But anyway, that one was alright. I still think he just had such a better play. He had Sky Iris, Wisdom Eye, Oath Dragon, but again, that relies on him playing Dragon Pulse, which I think he probably should be playing, so there is that. In fact, I can save this replay, and I'm going to go and find out if he does in fact play Dragon Pulse. Give me just 1 second here. I've just got my ending deck screen up anyway, so it doesn't even matter that I'm going to do this on my own time. Come on. Load replay. Pause, please. Okay, so, yeah. Let's see. Dragon Pits, Apex Avions, Standard. He does not play Dragon Pulse. Which I think is a mistake, simply because that's another level 4 and another low scale that you can grab off of Pendulum Call, and you don't want to be like Xyzing with your Wisdom Eye. You don't want to be forced to like overlay with your Wisdom Eye into rank 4s. Like you want to be able to keep it in your extra deck, so you can keep adding it back off Oath Dragon that you keep in your scale, doing all that sort of nonsense. But that's just my own personal opinion. But if he did play Pulse, he had a much better play in the form of Wisdom Eye, Oath Dragon, Wisdom Eye pop itself for Dragon Pulse. Dragon Pulse, discard the Light Phoenix, target my Spirit Dragon, it forces me to tag out, and then play his Skyris effect, pop his Oath Dragon after adding back Wisdom Eye with Oath Dragon, and then he gets to play the Wisdom Eye, and then he gets to go into Dragon Pit, which means he now has a scale of Dragon Pulse and Dragon Pit, and then he gets to Pendulum Summon, he gets to Normal Summon Bumbuku, Search Kieran, and then he gets to Pendulum Summon his Dark Lady, his Oath Dragon, and his Kieran, and then the Oath Dragon gets to add back Performer Pal Odd Eye's Light Phoenix. So like it's overall just a huge amount of advantage in his favor, but that would have been possible with Dragon Pulse, but it's not in his list, so shit. Got him. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to all the nonsense you usually do. Links are in the description of my Facebook pages if you want to check those out. That's what they're there for. Connect with me, chat with me, whatever. Do whatever you want to do with them. If you want suggested decks for me to play and possibly do deck doctors on, send them in message form to my Facebook fan page. Message form. But other than that, just keep on doing what you guys do normally to support the videos, liking, commenting, subscribing, ads, all that sort of nonsense. But other than that, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching as always, and as always, guys, take care.